Welcome to Jets Game Plan, presented by Atlantic Health, the show that's going to give you the most comprehensive breakdown of the Jets' next opponent. And this week, it's the Patriots. Steve Overmyer here alongside former Jets captain Greg Buttle. And Greg, things looking very bleak for the Jets right now. Is there any life left for him? His control was excellent. Fastball's looking good. His changeup was pinpoint accurate, striking out 7 over 5 innings, allowing just 1 run, 2 hits. Outstanding signs for the Mets ace. The NBA season is about a month away from being over for many teams, and some of those teams will be looking for new coaches. One man who believes his name should be on the candidates list, Patrick Ewing. It's certainly been an impressive performance by the Big East so far in the NCAA tournament, and joined to talk about it right now, SNY basketball analyst Lynn Robbins. And Lynn, let's start things off with Pitt, a team known for early exits in the past few years. Do you feel like they've dodged the bullets that were going to hit them, though?
You know, I know a lot of people feel that way. I don't.
Time now for Editor's Picks, and we start things off with John Maine. He threw a bullpen session. He continues to rehab that painful bone spurs in his shoulder injury. Jerry Manuel says Maine could be on the playoff roster. Can he help this team, guys? Can he help the Mets?
Are you kidding me? I mean, automatically he's in the bullpen and is either the 8th or 9th inning guy.
Maybe the key to this game was special teams getting turnovers and giving you guys short field. How important was it for you in that short field to not just get field goals, get those touchdowns?
Well, I mean, anytime you play a team like the Titans, it's always field position is always key.
Don't sell yourself short here as well, Chris. You were making plays as well. What adjustments do you think that you guys made that finally broke through in being able to not only stop the run, but put the kind of pressure on Collins that you're used to putting on quarterbacks? This is an offense that's averaging 40 points per game, and you guys held them from a defensive standpoint to just 10 points. Do you take anything from that? How much do you think that this loss hurt your chances at making the playoffs? Chris Jenkins, Coach Ryan said that the defense just wasn't prepared for this game. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I think the preparation was great. I think we just laid the egg.
Is the pass protection much of a concern for you guys right now?
No, not at all.
Is it more frustrating when the offense isn't helping you but hurting you?
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It's part of the game.
Steve, I hear you to an extent here because
Coaches!
It's
coaches!
My bad.
Save some of your comments now for Thursday and loudmouths. That's going to be the highlight of the week for you now. So,
well, I mean, I saved some, but you know, you my homeboy, so I got to make sure that I give you something as well.
Okay.
I mean, I know.
Look, there's enough juice to be spread around, is basically what you're saying.
Right. Thursday we'll have something else, but right now, you know, this is the time where I look forward to hanging out with Big Steve now.
Okay,
so,
no,
you know,
Big Jinx and Big Steve. All right.
Yeah, so
congrats on the win.
I'm gonna make you dance before this is all over.
That's not gonna happen. I can promise you that, guys. Back to the desk before this guy gets in too much trouble. I'm going to get on to your team here, Mr. Willis. Third inning, the Knicks. They're in the spot. Hi, and welcome to Daily News Live. If you want the best opinions on New York sports, this is your show. I'm your host, Steve Overmyer, and sitting at the table today, Joe Beningo. Well, there he is, the newest Jet at the first practice with Gang Green. The Jets finally get their big play receiver. Braylon Edwards will start opposite Jericho Cotchery Monday night in Miami. Well, Johan Santana's speedy recovery continues in his second spring training start. The Mets ace looked like Santana of old with all of his pitches working. He threw 5 innings, allowing just 1 run and striking out 7. Jets coming off yet another impressive performance against the Titans. This defense went through an attitude overhaul this year and now become one of the most feared defenses in the league. The beneficiary of all that quarterback pressure has been the secondary. And joining me now, a man who spent 4 years with the Jets, hard-hitting safety Eric Smith joins us from Florham Park. Eric, good to see you. Before we get to the Patriots, let's look back this past week at Mark Sanchez. How much did he surpass your entire expectations, the rest of the team's expectations, and how much of a confidence boost was that for him? You're a half a sack away from third on the all-time Jets sack list behind Mark Gastineau and Joe Klecko. How has a big guy like you gotten to the quarterback so many times? You guys have gone from being a boisterous bunch to answering a lot of questions. Do you feel like the fact that you had to back up your talk against the Patriots motivated you this past week?
Definitely. I think we really want to be very successful.
Clearly that defense has made some personnel changes. They've got some different looks. You're going to see some 4-3s every now and again as well. What challenges does that present to the O-line? Let's talk a little bit about this rookie quarterback. Give us a glimpse of what he's like inside the huddle. How has his command of the huddle improved over the past 2 weeks? Some fans, some members of the media are certainly changing their expectations of what the Jets are going to do this year. I mean, you already said that you believe that this is a Super Bowl contending team, so it'd be impossible for you to say that they'd go any further. But
Is this team living up to or maybe even surpassing your expectations at this point of the year?
You know, I think we all have our goals.
Among his teammates, his protege and fellow Aliquippa High School star Darrell Revis. Revis even chose Law's number 24 when he became a Jet to honor his childhood hero.
Could you have dreamed that you'd be playing on the same field as him?
No. We talked about it this past offseason, but, you know, you'd be like, I don't know. But when you get Brett Favre walking in here, anybody could be on your team. So it's just good. It's going to bring memories for us for a long time, and it's just great to have him here.
Did he ask you for number 24 when he came?
No, he didn't. No, he said I can keep it. So I'm happy for that.
Did you offer it to him at all?
No, I'm not offering it to him.
And that's actually okay with his mentor because Ty will be, of course, wearing number 22, his college number, which he's all right with because he says it makes him feel younger. With the Jets, Steve Overmyer, SNY. Last year, the Jets handed the 10-0 Titans their first loss, and it was the biggest win of the year for Gang Green. How did the offense attack that stingy Titans defense? When we come back, we'll break down the Jets offense. Do they have the firepower to keep up with the #1 offense in the NFL? Greg Buttle's going to break it down next on Jets Game Plan. Backup catcher Omer Santos. Get some. Jacked one to deep left. That's his first home run of the spring. Omer Santos, thank you for playing. Senators, Rangers. Rangers won 3 straight, 7 of 9, closing in on locking up that playoff spot. Alex Ald coughs it up. Ryan Callahan to Brandon Dubinsky, and the Rangers capitalize on the miscue. Tied at 1. Ryan Shanahan beating Henrik Lundqvist. Lundqvist had 20 saves. The Senators, though, 2-1 lead. Waning moments. Rangers, the goalie pulled. Little scramble. The Blue Shirts, though, just cannot find a way to get it past Ald, and Ottawa wins this 2-1. Our special guest, backed by popular demand, New York Post Jets beat writer Mark Cannizzaro.
Where's the costume, Cannizzaro?
That is the costume.
You know what I did? I came as Steve Overmyer. I came as handsome. How did I do?
And I thought you were just posing as a beat writer. My bad.
Little Mark Gray.
Little Mark Gray. I like Burl
Mark,
Lives. Maybe
you
Burl
wrote
Lives,
about this week, Mark. You wrote about it. You wrote about Favre picking his spots. Do you expect him to be more careful? Answer me. Obviously, your defense is built on disrupting the rhythm of a quarterback, and it didn't seem like you guys were able to do that with Drew Brees in this game. Why do you think that was?
So he didn't have a monster game. He was okay.
We'll get it back to the studio and let them tap dance the rest of the show.
Man, why can't he dance?
I'm Steve Overmyer. Take care.